A very warm greetings to all our viewers. I'm Dheeraj Sinha, founder of Quantiple FinTech, and with me is my colleague Hussain Tayyab. We once again bring to you weekly analysis of Nifty 50. We are analyzing Nifty based on a combination of Neo Wave technical analysis plus the option and the FII data. Before we begin, our usual disclaimer. We are making this video just for the analysis and educational purpose. We are not SEBI registered. So if you are taking any trading decision, please consult your financial advisor. With that, we will move on to the Neo Wave analysis. Hey, hi, Hussain.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Good. Last week was a short 4 days week. So 2 days we saw the down move, and the last 2 days we saw retracement of that down move. So how are things looking now?
Yes, sir. It was good. I was going through each day. We're on the edge, but it was a lot of fun trading it, and acha maza aaya. So
Nice.
for our viewers, let's do a quick recap like we always do.
Sure.
We had met, I'll just mark it, on this inside candle, which was 29th Friday. ये हमारे पास इतना ही information था, right? ये मैं off कर देता हूँ. So you have just a starting point. We had said that prices had come down subdivided. ये जब होता है ना, एक X wave start हो जाता है. We may get stage 1 confirmation, which is the break of this 2-4 trend line, and there are high chances कि हमें stage 2 confirmation नहीं मिलेगा, which was the low of 19,223. This is what we had, seen. We had drilled down to a 15-minute chart, which is where I'm going to take you for this recap. So bear with me. We had said this was our A wave. The B wave has taken more time. So this was a recipe of a flat. We had mentioned कि the C wave यहाँ इसके नीचे जाने की ताकत रखता है. But because this was a 15-minute chart, we had also said there is a chance कि यहाँ पे एक triangle बन सकता है.
That's correct.
Okay, this ends our recap, what we had forecasted last week.
Correct. Just for a moment, if you can go back to the daily chart.
Ji.
I just wanted to tell the viewers that, the way we were describing this 2-4 trend line, this was part of the larger pattern which started in April, and that created a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we drew this 2-4 trend line. That is one thing. And that is the 2-4 trend line we are referring. The second thing I wanted to tell was when Hussain mentioned that after the wave 5 is complete, the wave that came down was subdivided. Typically, when you look at Neo wave, what happens? The A wave, if it is a typical A wave, that will be pretty sharp and may not be subdivided. When you see this subdivided, that is when you have a chance of making this as an X wave. So X wave is the wave that connects two larger waves, if I may say so. So one large pattern is over before the second pattern starts. This is the X wave, which is an extended wave, which is some sort of a connector between the two. Just wanted to make that explanation. Yeah.
That's perfect, sir. That's perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
And
now you can go ahead.
To add to your explanation, an X wave can be just a mono wave or it can be a pattern in itself.
Right.
तो पूरा एक pattern एक X wave बन सकता है. X wave is nothing but जो price movement है वो थोड़ा extend हुआ है. Okay? अब ये हटा देते. It's of no use to us. What do we see in the coming week is what we are interested in. Give me a second to adjust my chart, make it a little more visually acceptable. Then, okay. Abhi, so far our analysis has been, by grace of God, it's been on point. We have seen our reversal, which we had said ki towards the expiry, we will see a reversal, and that started on Wednesday. Okay? In Neo Wave, as we have always said, we need 2 waves to know what the third one is going to do. अभी इतना पता है कि यहाँ पे कुछ तो स्टार्ट हुआ है. एज अ पार्टिसिपेंट ऑफ द मार्केट व्हाट डू आई वांट टू सी कि ये जो लेवल है ना 19766.65 है. लेट्स जस्ट फॉर कन्वर्सेशन टेक 19767. ठीक है. वी वांट टू सी दिस लेवल टू बी टेकन आउट. जस्ट क्योंकि बस ये पूरा खत्म हो गया है and we are starting with something new. What am I going to do is I'm going to take this high point, I'm going to put it to this low point, okay? I can see कि मुझे 38.2% का retracement मिल गया है, which is
Right.
around 19,672. Corrections generally go anything between 38 to 61%.
Mhm.
अभी मेरा 61% पॉइंट कहाँ पे आया is 19,881. ठीक है, ये हमारा पुराना दोस्त है, एक सप्लाई जोन जो यहाँ बना था. मार्केट had respected it here and also respected it here. ठीक है, I will explain this further on a 75-minute chart. For now, just keep in mind this supply zone, and I'll talk about it in a second. I'm switching to 75. This is a okay. Okay. On 75, what do we want to see? ये जो हम ट्रेंड लाइन बनाए थे यहाँ पे, which was the flat that we had seen on the 15 minute, right? This was
Right.
our wave A, our wave B, which had taken more time, our wave C, which had gone below wave A. ठीक है?
Mhm.
When we connect the 0 point and the B wave, that is this point and this point, we get a trend line.
Correct.
That was taken out. तो ये अपना जैसे हम डे चार्ट पे बता रहे थे ना, that we have stage 1 and stage 2 confirmation. ये पैटर्न का, this is the stage 1 confirmation over here. The stage 2 confirmation will be this B point. I'm just going to mark it and to give you a number, that is 19,727. So as a participant of the market, to know that my analysis is going in the direction that we are speaking of, I want to see get stage 2 confirmation, which is 19,727 to be taken out. For continuation, obviously the 0 point has to go, and then we will come towards our old friend 19,867 to 19,887. This is what I see in the coming week, prices behaving in this fashion. Okay. We are also taking a case 2 because जो हमने पहले बात की थी that there is a chance of a triangle. जब तक ये 2 पॉइंट नहीं निकलते हैं ना, अपना ट्रायंगल अभी तक जिंदा है. अगर ये एक्सपैंडिंग ट्रायंगल बनता है, it has the potential to take out the C point as well.
Right. The
Obviously,
downside.
अगर ये 2 पॉइंट निकल जाते हैं, the expanding triangle option will cease to exist. So
Right.
we are
So
taking both the
just
cases
to
as of right
recap
now.
from a level perspective, I
जी,
think if 19,767 is broken, right, then the chances of it becoming an expanding triangle, and by that I mean breaking the earlier low, reduces, right? Earlier low of 19,333, taking that out on the lower side reduces if it goes above 19,667.
absolutely correct. That is what I'm saying. क्या है ना, as a analyst, we have to stay neutral. We should not get biased. We should be prepared for both sides. So based on the information that we have on our chart, these two levels become important. That is where my expanding triangle ceases to exist. And we will just continue, and as per our day chart, we want to see what prices does around the 61% mark, which is 19,880.
Right, right.
This is the direction in what I
So I mean, can I
see us
say
heading.
that if 19,767 is taken out,
G.
then we can expect 120 point of up move after that.
From that level,
No,
yes, sir.
once 19,6 yeah,
767.
19,767 is taken out and the price stays for a while, say about half an hour or so, then we
G.
expect 120 point up move. And we will have to see the behavior at 19,880 kind of level, which was the earlier supply zone, and
That
see
is correct, sir.
whether there is a reversal happening there or it is going further up. However,
So
if the
क्या
price is not able to take out 767, then and starts going down, and if it goes down with the thrust, then our earlier low of 19,333 is under threat.
That is correct, sir. That is correct. So as of right now, based on the information that we have on our chart, what you have said is pretty much on point.
Great. Yeah. Anything else you would like to cover today?
सर मोस्टली तो यही है, बिकॉज अपने को दो वेव चाहिए और ये यहाँ से इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग, आई जस्ट पुट ऑन द कैंडल्स, इट हैज गिवन सच अ स्ट्रॉन्ग रिवर्सल।
राइट।
तो वी वांट टू सी कि ये कहाँ तक जाता है ना, बिकॉज दिस विल बी अ वेव बी। सो 61% फिलहाल अपन, वी सी हाउ इट अप्रोचेस दिस लेवल, हाउ इट ब्रेक्स दिस सप्लाई जोन, एंड देन we'll take it from
Great,
there.
great. I think it makes sense. So short and sweet analysis this time. I'll
है
move
ना?
on to the technical analysis for our viewers, and then we will conclude this week's thing. Having looked at the new wave, let's look at what are some of the other important data points. If you look at the price action on the weekly chart, Nifty made a pin bar candle, which definitely is a bullish reversal pattern. If Nifty breaks 19,767, then that will give further strength to the bulls, and that is also corroborated by our neo wave analysis. On the daily chart, if you look at it, there have been gap downs and gap ups, but after the gap up or gap down, Nifty has been in a very tight range. So Nifty has formed small bodied candle. Very difficult to say which side we will see the strength. Overall, based on the price action, I would say that we are slightly bullish. If you look at the technical indicators, the trend indicators are still in a range. They are not showing a very steep slope. From a moving average perspective, very interestingly, Nifty took the support at 20 weekly moving average and bounced back from there. So that's a fairly good sign. On the daily chart, it is above 50 DMA. Overall, it is again slightly bullish, but to increase our quantity, we would wait for the range breakout to happen. If we come to the options data, we see that there's a good amount of put writing that happened on Friday, both at 19,600 and 19,500. If you look at the overall put, we still have the highest open interest at 19,500. Call is pretty far. Call highest open interest is at 20,000, which means that market participants are expecting some sort of a bullish action in the coming week. PCR is at 0.9, which is slightly bullish. Again, overall, right now we will keep the position size small and wait for the range to break out before going more aggressive. FIA data, FIs continued to sell, but the selling reduced gradually as the week progressed. And Friday, it was pretty low. So remains slightly bearish, but not as bearish as it was previous week. The US markets, for the first 4 days of the week, they remained very, very bearish. But the Friday, pretty much the price engulfed the previous 4 days of the week. So the Friday candle engulfed Monday to Thursday candles on S&P 500 index. And that's a positive sign. We have to see, was it a short covering rally because the bears didn't want to carry the positions over the weekend and they booked some profit, or was it something which will result into a more bullish trend even if it is for the short term? But if you look at the other macro data from a bond yield perspective, it's very high. Dollar index remains high. Having said all these, what is different, which is not showing on this particular slide, is the conflict which is now there happening between Israel and Palestine, or the Hamas. I'm not an expert on the geopolitics, so it's very difficult for me to forecast. Whatever I sense, probably it may remain regional, but if it escalates beyond that particular region, then it will have definitely a much bigger impact on the overall markets. So if this incident wouldn't have happened and I was doing this analysis, I would have said that we are looking for a bullish week. But given this kind of situation which is happening, as well as overall international sentiment which remains slightly bearish, we need to be careful. We can't just go long unless some of the important levels like 19,767 and then 19,880, if those two levels are taken out on the upside, then we can play for a bigger up move. With that, I would like to close close this particular analysis with a request that, if you're a very, very short-term trader, avoid carrying large positions overnight till the situation becomes more clear. Thank you. Thank you for listening to us. If you like our analysis, please like our video and subscribe to our channel. Wish you a very, very profitable trading week ahead. Thank you so much.